Hello children, in today's video we are going to see about the conservation of natural vegetation and wildlife under the chapter Natural Vegetation and Wildlife. Let's move into the video. In the previous video we saw about the various factors which lead to the extinction of wildlife, especially the human-made factors and the natural factors, and we also saw that there is an urgent need to control this problem. And in this video we are going to focus on the national parks, wildlife sanctuaries and the biosphere reserves to protect our natural vegetation and wildlife. The first one is the national park. So it is a large area of land and it is termed as a public property. The beauty of this national park is it is preserved in its natural state. As it is the public property, there should be some laws which need to be implemented to protect the wildlife in the park. Yes, the next one is the wildlife sanctuaries. So the wildlife sanctuary is also a vast area maintained by the state, and it is protecting the wildlife, especially the migratory bird communities, and it is also protecting the threatened animals or the plant species. Here, apart from the scientific research which is authorized by the government, the other activities like hunting, killing or capturing of wildlife is strictly prohibited. Next is the biosphere reserves. According to the intensity of the human activity, this particular area, this natural protected area is classified into three zones, that is the core zone, the buffer zone and the transition zone. So this core zone is free from the human intervention. This core zone is purely dedicated to the natural vegetation and the wildlife. The next zone is the buffer zone. This buffer zone protects the entire core zone and it is used only for the forest research. The next one is the transition zone. This particular zone is given to the traditional agricultural usage. This zone is known for the agricultural research. Naturally, there is a balance in the ecosystem. If it is left undisturbed, the natural environment will be in a balanced mode and we will have fewer environmental problems. But what happened? This is not possible. That is due to the increase in the human population. So what we need to do? We know the problem and we need to find the solution for it. So the only solution is the awareness programs. So these awareness programs should be in the regional and the community level. So coming to the school children, we should motivate the school children in protecting the wildlife and natural vegetation. Programs like visiting the national parks and wildlife sanctuaries, conduct and participate in the nature camps, and you also need to watch the migratory birds and the endemic animals. Through these activities, the school children can appreciate the habitats of varied species and they will be widened with the knowledge based on it. These are all the actions which can be taken in the regional and the community level and among the students. And countries also, they are passing the laws against the killing and the illegal trading of birds and animals. There is an international convention also named as CITES, which means a convention on international trade in endangered species of wild fauna and flora. It is an international agreement between the two governments. During the international trade in wild animal and plant species, they are ensuring that they should not threaten the survival of the wildlife and the natural vegetation. And roughly 5,000 animal species and 25,000 plant species are protected under this convention. Okay, and it also lists several species of animals and birds whose trade is prohibited. In that case, we are doing it in the regional and then the community level and also in the international level. We are ensuring the protection of natural wildlife. So every citizen, take it as one ethical duty to conserve the wildlife and the natural vegetation, and we should appreciate the habitats of varied species. We should save our environment to celebrate the biodiversity. Yes children, in today's video we saw about the conservation of natural vegetation and wildlife, and with this video we are finishing this chapter, and in the next video we seeing about the new chapter, mineral and power resources. Thank you children.